Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A lot going on this evening, a lot going on today. And I think that the tables have turned, especially on the Democratic Party. It is being dismantled by their own competing value systems. In addition to the fact that as they've focused on Trump, and by the way, to my super chat, thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. As they focused on Trump, they forgot to explain that there's a lot of people in the Democratic Party, a lot of people who engage in immoral, unethical, criminal or behavior or breaches of protocol. So you have a situation right now where Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is hit with a new ethics complaint. So here's it's a third overall. So here's the link to the Fox News article, but there's other articles. Basically, what took place was this. Well, here's the rundown, the litany. The first ethics complaint, well, actually there's four total. One was that she didn't provide workers' compensation to her staff for a month. She forgot to file the paperwork. So that's not really an ethics complaint. She was fined for that. The second breach, or possibly an actual illegal act. We don't know if we really don't know if the facts will lead to her or her chief of staff being charged with any crime. We don't know, but she was on a political action committee along with her chief of staff. And that political action committee happened to be Justice Democrats. The favorite PAC, the Get Money Out of Politics PAC, that they utilized to take $1 million from and then place the $1 million, transfer the $1 million into an LLC, a corporation, which would have been okay if she notified the Federal Election Commission. But she didn't. She didn't. Now there's yet another new allegation. Today, there's an allegation regarding emails, but her emails. Now, her boyfriend apparently is not part of her staff, but he got he managed to get a house.gov email. So imagine if you're you're in Congress and you're like, oh, honey, here's an email. Don't use your Yahoo. Let me give you an actual United States government email address. So you would have a United States government email address. How does that work? Does that make any sense? By the way, Eric H526, thank you so very much. As always. Exactly, Gerald. Exactly. Does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? So Ocasio-Cortez hit with new ethics complaint over boyfriend email account. Exclusive, a conservative group that filed a complaint with the FEC alleging Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's campaign may have illegally funneled thousands of dollars through an allied PAC to her boyfriend, Riley Roberts, on Thursday, lodged a fresh complaint with the Office of Congressional Ethics. The new filing also concerns the famous Congresswoman's boyfriend, but focuses on his use of Congressional email account. The Coolidge-Reagan Foundation, a political nonprofit, alleges in the complaint that the New York Democratic lawmaker used her newly found congressional privileges in an unethical manner when she set up the House email address for Roberts. So okay. Moreover, it appears she obtained the email address for him by falsely designating him as a staff member. Okay, this is where I draw the line between it's not that big of a deal to where it's a big deal. That's egregious. That's a problem. Moreover, it appears she obtained the email address for him by falsely designating him a staff member. That's a big problem. When you have that and $1 million going from one PAC to an LLC, that's a big problem. Now, I wasn't going to say because like I know Clinton will get indicted eventually. You can't engage in that much criminal behavior and not. But I do think that if there's another ethics complaint filed, I really do think William Barr is going to look into this. This is bizarre. Look, is this Clinton transferring top secret intelligence outside of the United States government? No. The chances of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez going to jail for any of this, very, very small. I mean, the $1 million into the PAC, that's dicey, actually. But I don't see a huge issue here, although there's potential for something grandiose. Look, I don't know why. This is the thing. If you just ask, if you ask the Democratic Party, and they're corrupt enough to be like, okay, no problem. If you say, look, this is for my boyfriend, I want an email address for the house. I mean, she can be getting sensitive or classified data. At least sensitive data. What committees is she on? At least sensitive data. Okay? She's getting congressional emails. This is like the whole Debbie Wasserman Schultz thing all over again. So, but how do you falsify? She's on the House Financial Services Committee. So, I mean, this is serious stuff. How do you falsify? How do you just say, well, you know what, this guy, this is my boyfriend, and well, let's see. I need an email address for him. So so I'm just going to falsify, pretend that he's on my staff. And she's on the House Oversight Committee. Okay? That's right. She was asking those wonderful questions about Trump's taxes. She's on the Financial Services and House Oversight Committee. All right? That is, so he would have a person outside government. What is with Democrats and email addresses? What on earth is with Democrats and email addresses? We got the Senate, didn't we? We kept the Senate, didn't we? And Clinton lost, didn't she? Yes. Can't be right about everything. But the Mueller report turned out to be nothing, didn't it? Sessions left, didn't he? So I'm right about most things. Trump is going to win in 2020, won't he? Yep. Just like he won when I said he would over Clinton. Yep. I'm right about the biggest things. Did I say Beto O'Rourke would lose? Yep, he lost. Did I say Andrew Gillum would lose? He lost. Did I say Nelson would lose? He lost. So I can't be right about everything. But I was a little bit more accurate than 538 when they said that Trump won't be GOP nominee. I was saying in 2015. In 2015, Revco, thank you. In 2015, that Clinton would lose. Nobody was saying that. But anyway, AOC, but thanks for reminding me of all the wonderful predictions that I've made. This one person on here. AOC has, and moreover, it appears she obtained the email address by falsely designating him a staff member. That's dangerous. Attorneys for the foundation allege that Ocasio-Cortez violated restrictions on personal use of House services and equipment. They maintain that the provision of the official House-based email address for Roberts is a violation of rules that prevents outside individuals from having an official email account. Well, why would you allow a person outside of government with all the Russian hacking? To my surprise, no one else had acted on this information. Foundation Dan Beck. And while media coverage of misconduct is good, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has to be held accountable. On this matter, only the Office of Congressional Ethics has the investigative authority to do so. I'm sure there has to be some kind of way the DOJ can get involved. I mean, how do you just give people congressional email addresses? The Office of Congressional Ethics. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's like the Office of Professional Responsibility at the FBI. So this is interesting. And you know what? It's really sad. Like I had, even though it wasn't like, an amazing night in terms of what happened, I had 8,000 people on my live stream for the midterms. 8,000, not bad. For a channel with just like a little over 130,000 subs, not bad. Now, Bernie only had 2,000 like on his station. Thank you, Murray Jorgensen. Thank you, Murray. Thank you. Bernie only had 2,000 people, everyone. That's crazy. I saw the live stream on his channel, Bernie Sanders' channel, and it was like 2,600, 2,800. I'm like, wait a second. That's not anywhere near the enthusiasm of 2016 for Bernie Sanders. I mean, his movement, which has turned into a bowel movement, his movement is I mean, it's done. And people are still giving money, but I mean, it's done. It is done. I just think, ladies and gentlemen, that this has the potential for something big. Officials for Ocasio-Cortez's office did not immediately respond to the request for comment, but Congresswoman made public statements last month when the news of Robert's email account surfaces, saying the account was given so he could access her calendar. That's nonsense. Congressional spouses, but it's a boyfriend. Spouses can GCal access all the time. Next time, check your facts before you tweet nonsense. What? That doesn't mean that they're given access to. That doesn't mean that they're given an actual. I mean, is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's right. Does that mean that they're given an actual house.gov email address? What about the facts about the $1 million from Justice Democrats to a corporation? Now that could be nothing. That could be absolutely positively nothing. But all the people who pontificate, like the local drug dealer on the corner is a better source for morality than any of these Democratic pundits on the left, than any of these Democratic Party politicians or pundits. The last people, thank you, Doug. Thank you very much. The last people you would ever want. Thank you, Mitch Lovett. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you for all the kind words, everyone. The last people you would ever want to take any moral guidance from is people associated in any way with the Democratic Party. You would not want to take any moral guidance from them because they're propping up a system where Bernie was either cheated or he was in on it, whatever. It is a corrupt system. The Republican Party, say what you will, is not nearly as corrupt. Not saying there's not corruption. Not saying there's not. It's not nearly as corrupt. Not nearly as corrupt. Not nearly as corrupt. If Trump was cheated, you can rest assured that they would never, like Trump voters would never vote ever for any Republican candidate. Different with very different with Democrats. If Trump was cheated, he would bite the cranium. He would gnaw at the cranium of the person who cheated him. And I mean, that's the thing with Trump. He fights. Now, you might not like his personality. You might like his personality, whatever. He fights. Revco. They're liars. Statistics and Democrats. Yes. Revco. You might not like Trump. You might love Trump. You might not like his personality. Okay, or you might like his personality. Well, one thing about Trump is that dude fights. He fights, and he's belligerent to no end when it comes to battling an opponent. Bernie is not. We're gonna fight the 1%. Follow me, and we will fight. I have your back. Fight with me. You're cheated. You can't run. Okay, vote for Hillary. That's it. That's less than that's about a second, Bernie. You could do better than that. Okay, fight the 1%. Fight the 1%. You're being cheated, and you're not allowed to run anymore. Vote for Hillary Clinton. Better. Is that okay? That was 0.1%, 0.06 seconds. I mean, it's like, oh, nice, Revco. It's actually a great Revco. It's a great firearm. I'm used to the 45. I like 45 ACP a lot better than 9mm, but it's really like really smooth, nice. It's awesome. Yeah, Revco for 9mm. It's one of the best ones that I've ever tried out. Yeah, Eric H526. Thank you. I believe it has the safety. Does it? Did it? I think it did. But it's totally naive and inappropriate. You wouldn't allow it in most companies, let alone the House of Representatives. There should be consequences, Chaffetz told Fox News. Well, God bless Jason Chaffetz. He's such a great guy, but not, and in terms of like teeth, like Gerald Nadler's like, I want 85 documents, 85 people give me documents. Where were the 100 people that, like, why? Oh, because, well, there you go. You don't have the media, but like, where was like the 100 people that he could have gotten documents from? And they were, we're talking about Platte River and Dado Inc. We're talking about cloud services, we're talking about cloud services that had Clinton's emails, even the deleted ones before they were deleted. Ladies and gentlemen, before they were deleted, she gave her emails. In 2013, she gave her emails to Platte River and Dado. They had all her deleted emails. I explained that in Butthurt Top Secret about her deleted emails. In my books on Amazon, below in the pinned comment. So, and then she deleted them in 2014. But I mean, like, where were like the overreaching investigations? Like, like the Republicans were so like there was only like 5 or 6 that actually wanted to investigate anything. Everyone else was like, we don't want to mess with the media. We might be given the Devin Nunes treatment. We don't want to mess with the media. We don't want to, yeah, Reddit stone tier, exactly. High Lonesome Hillbilly, exactly. Reddit stone tier. And it's like the next ethics complaint is not going to be a good thing. That's just not going to be a good thing. You don't, at a certain time, like, you want to kind of limit the constant, like, you keep pushing, and there's like all of this in the news. At a certain point, there's too much corruption on the left. And they're not going to know how to take an actual formal investigation. There are investigations ongoing right now in the DOJ and FBI that The Hill and the Daily Beast spoke about last year regarding the Clinton email scandal and the Clinton Foundation investigations that predate Trump. They were taking place before Trump. That's why Andrew McCabe lied about them, because his wife received hundreds of thousands of dollars. But they're not going to know how. They are not going to know how. They will simply not know how to to deal with the investigation. They're like, it's a fake investigation. If there's a fake president, it's fake. It's like middle school stuff. This is like middle school stuff. Oh, yeah, well, we're going to investigate because we think it happened, It's middle school stuff. So, I mean, it's like, this is just, they have the media. They think they're omnipotent because of the media. That's the problem. The problem is you have MSNBC, CNN. See, there's only one Fox News. There's not like MSNBC and CNN. There's not like two, it's not like it's just MSN. It's just one Fox, and not all of Fox likes Trump. Maybe like, 3/4 of Fox does. Like 25% is still like, oh, do you like us? I was just watching, I think it was one of my last segments, or maybe like sometimes I just look at Twitter just to see what's going on. And I'll type in like a hashtag. You don't have to have an email address. All you need to do is just go into the search, like if you type in anything that Trump is saying, you go into the search and you can just, Revco. So with how bad the Dems freaked out last election, how bad do you think it will be when Trump gets elected and they lose the House? Well, let me tell you, whether they keep the House or they gain the Senate, the main thing in 2020, Revco, when they lose, and they'll lose, I mean, the only chance they have is actually Hillary Clinton, which is kind of hilarious for me to say. The only chance they have, but they will lose. They're going to it's going to be all about the same things again: racism, Russia. They might even try to blame Russia again. They have no shame. They have absolutely positive no shame. They are like they've like phoned it in terms of giving up. They have zero shame. They'll blame anyone and anything. So, and that's the thing. They'll blame anyone and anything. They don't care. They just don't care. They just don't care at all. And now they're doubling down on all the recent controversy regarding. I can't get into it because it's against policies. But there's a controversy regarding a place in the country where Jesus was born 2,000 years ago, and a human being who is a politician within Congress said something, and they're doubling down now. This is in the legislative branch of government. I literally can't say the names because it's like a big problem. And like whatever. I did this whole thing, the whole upload yesterday. Whatever. I'm not even gonna get into it. No. I don't think Revco that'll happen. I don't think. Eric H526. I think that what Democrats what'll happen is there's a power struggle within the Democratic Party for the future of the Democratic Party. If they go too far in certain directions, like foreign policy is just one thing, focusing on one country. That's it. That's their foreign policy. Like peace between North and South Korea, they're not even talking about. They're not even talking about it. That's what, when you focus on one country, you focus on just one country. That's the problem. And they don't see, the thing is, they have, like, Twitter is such an echo chamber that they don't really see what they're doing is wrong, because every time, and that I'm telling you, like, this is not going to end well politically for the Democrats. This will not end well. Every time they're caught with their pants down, literally and figuratively, what they do is they say, I'm going to Twitter. I have 1 million followers. I have 500,000 followers. I have 3 million followers. And they're all going to tell me how great I am. They're all going to say how great I am. They're all going to, protect me from any criticism. And it's always, the big bad Republicans who are like nonsensical, and Democrats are just so they're just so rational and logical and moral and just. This is the way they think of themselves. They literally, I'm telling you, like on the left, and the left is a dysfunctional circus. It is completely and utterly dysfunctional. There are little cliques every day that go around just mocking people on the left, attacking, voices, trying to silence people. So when they're not like, kind of responding to conservatives here and there, their main focus is the left. Their main focus is ensuring that there's only one type of thought on the left, and funneling everyone's vote. Funneling everyone's vote to the Democratic Party. And, whoever they cheat for. That's it. That's all they care about. Jacob Reed, I'd love to, but I can't. DL Freighter Watcher, hello. Their main thing. Oh, they have no platform for 2020. Their main thing is stopping Trump any way possible, stopping Trump, no matter what. I mean, no matter what. No matter what. The Mueller probe is ending, so that's ending. Manafort only got 4 years, which they're like, oh my God, he should have gotten 40,000. He should have gotten 40 million years. Can you believe it? I don't know. It's interesting. It'll be interesting where all of this goes. You have all of these ethics complaints. Nice. Trump to nominate federal prosecutor for number 3 DOJ role. Wow. This is huge. This is huge. Jesse Liu to be Associate Attorney General, the third highest position in DOJ. Wow. Wow. This is huge. So now Mueller has nobody there. So he's wrestled. He's almost. So this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. He's almost wrestled control. He's almost wrestled control entirely of the government from President Obama. It's taken over 2 years, going on his third year. Wow. Lou worked for the transition team of President-elect Donald Trump. Wow. And in 2017, became deputy general at the Department of the Treasury. So he has, what's his name? Rosen, I think, at who was the transportation. So he's known these people since he's been elected. He actually nominated them. So wow. I don't know. I think something big's going to happen very soon. I really do. I think that something huge is going to happen. I don't know. I would find it very, very difficult to believe. I'm retired now at 15. Thanks, AOC. I would find it very difficult to believe that the Empire, the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. It's just, I mean, at a certain point, you're going to counterpunch. Lindsey Graham reboots FISA investigation with expansive DOJ document request. Hello. And there we have it. Wow. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Lindsey Graham, this is just like an hour ago in Daily Call. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham is resuming an investigation of potential surveillance violations by the FBI with an expansive request of records related to the Bureau's vetting of the Steele dossier. Hello. In a letter sent to the Attorney General William Barr, Graham asked for all FBI Justice Department documents related to the investigations. Investigators attempt to verify allegations made in the dossier. Nice. Awesome. Absolutely, positively awesome. Yes. Finally, some good news. Is it Clinton getting indicted? No. She committed crimes, transferring top secret intelligence outside of the United States government. Joseph Arbuckle. Gramba. You see him with the M60? Yes. So now we need William Barr to represent. Let's go, William Barr. Let's go. We need him to represent. Nice. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely huge. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham is resuming an investigation of potential surveillance violations by the FBI with an expansive request for records related to the Bureau's vetting of the sealed dossier. In a letter sent Thursday to Attorney General William Barr, Graham asked for all FBI and Justice Department documents related to investigators' attempts to verify allegations. How about zero, like zero attempts? And this is why you can never work with Democrats about on anything, or liberal media on anything. Fox News defended CNN against the White House. CNN didn't return the favor over DNC ban, which is whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do an upload later on that will discuss the renewed probe into the FISA probe. Begins investigation. We'll talk about that. Hit subscribe to this channel. Thank you so very much. I'll call it a little over half hour. And thank you, everyone, to my super chat. Thank you. I will be back. Definitely check out this channel tomorrow morning. I think this Friday is going to be, I think there's going to be a lot, and I think the momentum has shifted, ladies and gentlemen. I really do believe momentum has shifted greatly. Thank you so very much.